At this time, Ms. Morrell, you have 3 minutes to offer a rebuttal of Ms. Herkley's argument. Are you ready?
Yes.
You may begin.
The question, should we have tenure for teachers, has a common sense answer. Yes. Teachers are in a position that is highly criticized. Teachers need job security so they can do their job efficiently. Teachers can't teach if they're constantly getting moved around and worried if their job will be there tomorrow because of a new political policy. And if my opponent might have mentioned merit-based pay, it's an illusion. Who's to say what is a good teacher and what is a bad teacher? Who judges the merit? Is the same principal who plays favorites or is too lazy to actually evaluate his or her teachers? Do you get to discount the behavior of disordered students' purposeful low test scores as a part of the evaluation and merit pay scheme? Do only the math and science teachers get merit pay if student and standardized test scores improve? What about the rest of those teaching other subjects? If my students improve their reading test by 3 years in 1 year, but they're still behind one grade level, do I merit a pay raise? These are tough questions that educators will have to answer. We live in a country where we have so many different educational systems, it will be impossible to set up a merit pay-based system for our country. It won't work because at the end of the day, students will be the ones getting the short end of the stick. Merit-based pay will turn this respectable profession into a circus, a sleazy competition exploiting students just so they can make a quick buck. Tenure developed because teachers have not been free to act even within their boundaries of their civil rights or their professional responsibilities. One of the many manifestations of public and professional dissatisfaction with the education system is the growing attack on various tenure systems by critics and politicians. These protections should be earned through a relevant and rigorous process, and employers can make these easier by only hiring teachers who are competent, qualified, and caring in the first place. Tenure is a tool that aids in attracting better persons to teaching, for requiring better training, and for creating better environments in which to teach. Fair use of tenure and the standards for entry into the profession help create teacher education programs that attract high-achieving students and prepare them for the 21st century teaching environment. Thank you.
Ms. Herkley, you have 3 minutes to offer a rebuttal of Ms. Morrell's argument. Are you ready? You may begin.
Once again, good evening. As my opponent stated earlier, most teachers were hard working during tenure. Who's to say that those teachers weren't hard working? Who's to say they didn't give that I don't care type of attitude, as I've heard plenty of times in my school? We don't need that in school these days. We need a teacher who's committed to these students, or who is really trying to help them and not hurt them, or just get paid. And my opponent also stated that most teachers do well. Well, that's most. What about the others who don't do well? Like I said earlier, our education system cannot afford to have bad teachers with the future that we're faced against. We have terrible debt. We're $3 trillion and something dollars in debt, something like that. We don't need teachers who will put us behind and who won't teach us right. And once again, you did a very good job explaining your reasons for being, and I thank you. Thank you, audience, for being here and for supporting us. Thank you.
At this time, both of our contestants will have 2 minutes to offer a conclusion. Ms. Morrell, are you ready?
Yes.
You may begin.
Teachers are so important to our country. We need to make sure that all are highly qualified, but at the same time recognize the substantive due process that is not available to our teachers in many states. If they are guaranteed due process, the discussion regarding tenure would be more appropriate. Unfortunately, in the discussions regarding race to the top, there is a hurry to bypass the legislative process by truly guaranteeing teachers the rights that others have in their professions. In a career where politics play a big role, teachers need tenure. The administrators should hire teachers that are good, and the tenure will never be an issue. The biggest issue isn't teachers, but the fact that they're not allowed to really teach. They're also worried about parents and test scores. Most teachers teach because they love it. Let's face it, it can't be for the money. Compare teachers paid to a doctor or a lawyer just doesn't seem right because they wouldn't be there without a teacher. I'm from Love Fellowship Baptist Church. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, judges.
And now Ms. Herkley will offer a 2-minute summation of her argument, of her case, I'm sorry. Ms. Herkley, are you ready? You may begin.
Judges, I want to thank you for your time and attention. I would like to thank all of those sitting in the audience who came to support my opponent and me. Finally, I thank my opponent for engaging me in an intellectual warfare. Though my opponent has waged a successful challenge, I believe I have shown that the present form of tenure used by most states is inadequate and only promotes mediocrity. I have shown that this system is too expensive and that it's crippling our educational system. This is why many states like Tennessee and Georgia have revisited. I also believe I've shown that it does not fit a free market economy. Tenure allows those who are no longer competitive to bring an entire system down, and those who will be better suited to teach our nation's children are blocked from sharing their talents. I've shown the weaknesses in my opponent's argument through a strong rebuttal and have demonstrated that my arguments have a stronger foundation. However, judges, the decision regarding the victor of this contest is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Herkley. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I yield to the judges, Dr. Rouse, Mr. Bruce Stewart, and Dr. Keith. They will, if they so choose, question the contestants at this time. I ask judges that you please use the microphones. Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I wonder if you both might speak to the point of the importance of tenure, of the absence of the importance of tenure, respecting academic and intellectual freedom for teachers and classes.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, I wonder wondering if you could speak, please, to the importance of academic freedom to the issue of tenure, which then allows the free expression of ideas in classrooms.
Well, tenure, I believe, if teachers have tenure, they're able to, I guess, study different things that are outside the norm of educational values that people might say is just wrong, or they shouldn't be studying, they shouldn't be talking about it. And tenure guarantees that they have a job at the end of the day if they want to explore something that society doesn't agree with.
Well, on my side, I agree. I agree that tenure, we don't really need it. You know, we already have laws that protects people from discrimination and wrongful termination. The only thing that a teacher should worry about getting fired for is their performance. If their performance is poor, they should get fired.
Are there any other questions, judges? I guess not. Can we give these young ladies a round of applause? At this time, we would like to invite the two teams to the stage. While they are coming to the stage for our final contest, I will introduce our judges. We have Dr. David Roush, Dr.